Hi, and welcome to this episode from MRC University. Today we're diving in deep, literally and figuratively, into a groundbreaking treatment known as Hyperbaric Oxygen Therapy, or HBOT. But before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and the notification bell so you never miss an episode. So what is hyperbaric oxygen therapy? It's a medical treatment that involves breathing pure oxygen in a pressurized environment. Patients typically sit or lie inside a sealed chamber while the atmospheric pressure is increased to 2 to 3 times higher than normal. The increased infusion of oxygen carried in the blood due to the pressure, also called Henry's Law. Then the extra oxygen helps fight bacteria and stimulates the release of substances called growth factors and stem cells, which promote healing. So how is it used? HBOT is already approved by the FDA for 14 specific conditions. Here's a short list, and I'll add additional ones in the comments. Carbon monoxide poisoning, decompression sickness, chronic or non-healing wounds, and radiation tissue damage. However, in recent years, researchers have explored HBOT's potential in treating neurological and psychological conditions like post-traumatic stress, PTS, traumatic brain injury, or TBI, and depression, especially in veterans. Current treatment regimens for TBI, PTS, and depression include 40 to 60 sessions spread over several months. There's been quite a few recent studies on this treatment. In 2024, studies evaluated veterans with combat-associated PTS. After 60 HBOT sessions, 68% of the veterans showed significant PTS improvements, with 25% of those patients achieving complete remission from their PTS. The HBOT group also experienced significant improvement in cognitive function, emotional regulation, and sleep quality. The controlled group showed no improvement. In another study, in 2022, studies evaluated 35 veterans with treatment-resistant PTS. Veterans who underwent 60 HBOT sessions reported improved mental clarity, significant reduction in depression symptoms, including factors associated with suicidal ideations, which is one of the most urgent concerns in veteran mental health today. In 2023, a long-term follow-up study found that veterans with treatment-resistant PTS who previously received HBOT maintained significant reductions in PTS symptoms for up to 2 years post-treatment. In a 2022 review of 11 clinical studies on mild traumatic brain injuries with persistent post-concussion syndrome, it was concluded that 40 HBOT sessions produced significant symptoms and cognitive improvements. So what are the benefits of HBOT for veterans? For veterans, the benefits of HBOT go beyond the medical charts. They are decreased anxiety and depression, improved memory and concentration, better sleep patterns, physical healing for injuries or burns, and hope for those who've tried conventional treatments with limited success. And most importantly, it's non-invasive and drug-free. Currently, the VA authorizes the use of HBOT for only cleared FDA situations. Using HBOT to treat brain injuries, PTS, or other neurological conditions is considered off-label and not broadly authorized by the VA. In 2017, the VA launched HBOT pilot programs in Oklahoma and Texas. Since then, growing advocacy has pushed for wider national implementation. If you're a veteran interested in HBOT, you may need a service-connected disability rating, documentation showing resistance to standard treatments, a physician's recommendation, and a VA referral. But don't get discouraged. While assessing HBOT for brain health through the VA can be challenging, many veterans have discovered alternative pathways to receiving this life-saving care. There are several nonprofits and private organizations that are stepping up to fill the gap. I'm sure there's additional ones out there, but here's a short list of the ones that we found. HBOT for Heroes, located in Durham, North Carolina, is dedicated to making HBOT treatments affordable and accessible for veterans. HBOT America and Treat Now Coalition offer treatment resources and scholarship programs to help veterans access HBOT treatments. Healing Arizona Veterans supports TBI-affected veterans in their state. Oklahoma's Veterans HBOT Initiative covers costs for qualified veterans in Oklahoma. I'll add all these in the description below. Many of these groups also offer transportation assistance, lodging, and step-by-step application help. Currently, 13 states are actively supporting veteran access to HBOT through legislation or funded programs. The current states are Oklahoma, Texas, Arizona, North Carolina, Indiana, Florida, Maryland, Kentucky, Virginia, Wyoming, New York, Iowa, and Missouri. These states recognize the urgent need to expand treatment options for veterans, especially when the traditional pharmaceuticals and therapy fell short. If you want to see legislation passed to support HBOT for veterans in your state, here are some suggestions on how to start. First, contact your state VA office or Veteran Affairs Committee. Partner with a local veteran service organization, share your story with HBOT and advocacy groups, and participate in HBOT awareness campaigns through hbotnews.org and treatnow.org. Because let's be honest, barriers still exist. And the barriers include lack of awareness, misconception about HBOT's legitimacy, the referral process, and inconsistent funding. But thanks to a growing research and world-class success stories, the tide is turning. Hyperbaric Oxygen Therapy isn't just a breath of fresh air. It's a beacon of hope for veterans battling the invisible wounds of war. It offers another chance at healing, wholeness, and purpose. While the path to nationwide acceptance is still underway, each voice, each success story, and each effort brings us closer. So if you're a veteran, caregiver, or advocate, don't wait. Visit trusted sites like treatnow.org, hbotnews.org, or talk to your physician about starting the conversation about HBOT therapy. Let's start talking about HBOT. Let's make it a common term. By increasing awareness and education, we'll help make it a standard treatment option for veterans. Thanks for joining me today. Have you ever heard of hyperbaric oxygen treatments before? Drop me a comment and let me know what you think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with your friends. MRC University is the Mission Roll Call YouTube channel developed to provide veterans, family members, and supporters with short educational videos that help you thrive after service. Check out the links in the video description for more content and resources. As always, thank you.